Dominican women will always ask her men, what do you want for dinner? Always. Even though she knows what you want, she's going to ask you, what do you want for dinner, baby? Most Dominican houses do not have hot water. Dominican people do not go to the beach as often as you probably
think. Welcome to another episode of the Dominican News. As an American, are you able to come down to the Dominican Republic and finance a car? As an American, is it possible for me to buy a house in the Dominican Republic? If yes, what is the process?
Things that you should know about the Dominican people. If you're a woman and you marry a Dominican man, that Dominican man is expecting you to cook for him at least dinner. Dominican people take at least 2 showers per day. Yes, the weather is very hot. And this is the reason why people here shower very often, more than once a day. Hygiene is very, very important for us. Dominican men go to the barbershop every week. Dominican women will always ask her men, what do you want for dinner? Always. Even though she knows what you want, she's going to ask you, what do you want for dinner, baby? Most Dominican houses do not have hot water. Dominican people do not go to the beach as often as you probably think. When Dominicans see a foreign person with blue eyes and white skin color, they call that person gringo. It could be European. It could be from Argentina. We call him gringo. Dominican people speak fast and loud, very loud, especially women. In most Dominican houses, there is a dog or a cat that he was not adopted. That dog or that cat, he just came home one day and he stayed. Yes, it happens here a lot. The most common bad word that we use is,
from Spanish, 2 different pronunciations, mama huevo or mama huevo.
Mama huevo. If you come to the Dominican Republic and you're going to go to a place with more Dominicans and you're going to meet them for whatever reason, when you get there, you say, que lo que? That means what up? Most Dominicans do not have access to McDonald's or Burger King. Most Dominicans don't have access to those international fast food brands. You will see those only in the major cities like Santo Domingo, Santiago, Punta Cana, etc., etc. Most Dominican children, meaning from 5 to 12, have never been to a theater. Never. If you come to the DR, I recommend you to use cash. I mean, use your car, of course, but carry cash. Like everything moves faster when you have cash in the Dominican Republic. Like everything is faster.
As an American, are you able to come down to the Dominican Republic and finance a car? Let's say you don't have all the money and you want to lease the car.
Anyone ever offered you a test drive?
No. Nobody ever said hello.
Yes, as an American, it is possible to finance a car in the Dominican Republic, but the process can be more complex than it is in the United States. So here is a general overview of how it works. Requirements and steps for financing a car in the Dominican Republic. Number 1, residency status. Some banks and dealerships require you to have a temporary or permanent residency to qualify for an auto loans here. However, some financial institutions might provide financing to non-residents under specific conditions. Number 2, your credit history and financial stability. So if you don't have a Dominican credit history, the lender might assess your U.S. credit or ask for substantial documentation proving your financial stability. Now, number 3, required documentation, valid U.S. passport and Dominican residency card, if applicable, and proof of income, like recent tax returns, employment letter, bank statements, proof of address in the Dominican Republic, like utility bills, rental contract, personal references within the country. Some institutions may also require a co-signer with the Dominican residency. Number 4, of course, down payment. Expect to provide a significant down payment, typically 20% to 40% of the car's value, as foreign buyers are seen as higher risk. Number 5 would be choosing a lender. You can finance directly through local Dominican banks like Banco Popular, Banco BHD, or Banco Santa Cruz. Some dealerships also offer in-house financing, which might have different requirements. Number 6, insurance requirements. Insurance is often mandatory as a condition of the loan. Number 7, interest rates in the Dominican Republic can be higher than in the U.S., often ranging from 12% to 20% or more, depending on your financial profile. Loan terms are typically shorter, usually 3 to 5 years. Number 8, payment and currency consideration. Monthly payments are usually made in Dominican pesos, so being mindful of the exchange rate fluctuations. Number 9, legal and language support. It is a good idea to have a local attorney or financial advisor to review the loan agreement to ensure you fully understand the terms. So tips for smoother process: consider working with a financial institution that has experience with foreign buyers. Build a relationship with local bank to increase your chances of approval. Be prepared for a more manual, paperwork heavy process compared to the US. Yes, as an American, you can buy a house in the Dominican Republic. The process is generally straightforward, but there are a few important steps you will need to follow. Number 1, find the right property. Work with a local real estate agent who understands the market and speaks English. Visit various properties to compare prices on locations. Verify the property title. Ensure it is free from any legal issues like liens or disputes. Number 2, make an offer and sign a purchase agreement. Once you find the property you like, negotiate the price. Signed a promise of sale, which is in Spanish, it is contrato de venta, with the seller, which outlines the price, terms, and deposit, usually 5 to 10% of the purchase price. Number 3, due diligence. Hire a local lawyer to conduct a review to the title and confirm the property's legal status. Verify that the property has a clean title and no outstanding taxes. Number 4, finalize financing if needed. Financing in the Dominican Republic can be challenging for foreigners, so many buyers pay in cash. Alternatively, you might qualify for a mortgage through certain Dominican banks or U.S. financial institutions with international lending options. Number 5, sign the final sales contract, contrato de venta definitivo, before a notary. Pay the remaining balance. Transfer ownership by updating the property title with the local registry, registro de títulos. Number 6, pay taxes and fees. Pay the transfer tax around 3% of the property's assessed value. Cover the notary and legal fees, which are typically 1 to 2% of the sale price. And number 7, register the property in your name with the local and land registry. So this final step officially makes you the owner. Number 8, get property insurance. That's optional, obviously. Consider purchasing insurance to protect your investment from natural disasters, theft, or any kind of risk. I hope this information is helpful, guys. Thank you very much for subscribing and supporting. Like this video, share this video. I love you all. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.